Hello, hello, and welcome to Arkadium's Daily Crossword Live. I am so excited to be back with you all to solve a brand new crossword. Hey, Felix, how you doing? Dee saying happy Saturday. We got Rhonda waving. Larry's here. Amy's here. Rhonda says, I'm hoping to get a couple of answers today. That is the spirit, Rhonda. I think that's the best most of us can hope for. Today we're going to be solving the Saturday Stumper. It's what we do here on Saturdays. This is widely regarded to be the hardest puzzle in all of crosswords, but we do get through it. And Mike is here, ready for the puzzle. Bob, Jilly, I see you. Jessica, James, Ria. All right. Wow, the whole gang is here. Yeah, Amy says, always happy if I can get a couple of answers. I totally feel that. Howdy, Todd, and hey, Matt, and hey, Kate. Okay, and Logician is here as well. Today, remember that Saturday Stumpers do not have themes, so no theme today, no title either. Today's puzzle is by David P. Williams. We have definitely solved David P. Williams puzzles before. Yeah, N. Clark is saying, stump me. All right, your wish is my command. And the name of the game today is just going to kind of be like wide open white space, unusual grid entries, and just brutally hard cluing throughout. So one across, we have world records, and I see Logician guessing something. Plankboy is sharing the live with everyone he knows, and I love it. Oh yeah, and Felix, you're not in spectator mode. I was going to ask you. Mike says, sorry, I'm getting tripped up. Mike says, my brain already hurts knowing what's about to happen, which is very funny. And Amy's already stumped on one across. Nicola is guessing bests, which is interesting. Yeah, Sophie agrees. It's funny, I was leaning more toward Logician's guess of Atlas. It just feels like it's literally a record of the world's maps, although now that I tried to describe why I thought Atlas was right, I'm sort of disagreeing with myself. Yeah, Lucinda's saying plural, so ends in S. Bests is a smart idea. Let's try it, see if the B yields anything. Operatic soprano from Charleston. Okay, I'm definitely not going to know this. Does anyone know an operatic soprano without Googling? Anyone already know who this might be? Logician saying Bess, but I don't know if that's a guess or not. And yeah, so Felix, you have not already I remember last week you had solved the stumper already, and so you were just spectating. But today you're with us. Okay, so user 550 is also saying best. A lot of people saying I don't know, but I can't tell if it's. I was thinking best too. We'll put it in, but nobody seems like, oh, I definitely know this. Yeah, 2 down. Let's do it. Frequent launching locale. Frequent launching locale. I don't know why. I have no idea what this is. I'm not seeing it. I mean, bests could be wrong. I don't see this at all. Launching. Yeah, and so far my my chats are totally dry. Rand says eBay. I mean, it fits, but does it fit the clue? Ant says NASA, which isn't really a locale. Sweet Pea, aloha, we need you. Yeah, dock. Dock and ramp sound good. You can launch boats and whatnot from these places, but it doesn't work with bests. So I don't know what to do then. Pizza's Eddie, which is interesting. At least it's like watery. Oy. Not looking great. Why don't we try 3 down? Web design. Web design. L-Dog says peer. Yeah, but then we have to reconsider best. I mean, frankly, everything we have in the grid so far could be wrong. Lucinda says Expo, and Amy says I like Expo. Wow, it's a very smart idea. Gosh, that would have taken me so much longer. Sweet Pea's like okay, we'll put in Expo. This at least makes sense. You want like a lot of products get debuted at an expo. Yeah, Jessica says it is really growing on me. Why don't we check the X then? Person going native with a question mark. Interesting. Logician's happy with Expo too. Ants likes Expo. Okay. What is one across, please? World records? We're not 100% on this answer bests, although so far it seems to be working out. Oh yeah, and a lot of people, Sophie and Larry and Levi and Shiloh all saying expat for person going native. I like this too. An expat is someone who lives abroad, really. Felix is an expat. Wait, where do you live, Felix? I don't think I knew you were an expat. Uh, wow. Wait, did I just scroll away? I did. Uh, Go Lucinda for getting Expo. That was super impressive. Lucinda also, my last stream on Thursday, Lucinda cracked open the entire theme that we were totally flummoxed by, and it was also a very X-related theme. It was Chex Mix. And Lucinda was the only one who saw through it. Born in Toronto, currently living in New England. Gotcha. And Underwater Canuck says, I'm an expat, Canada to US. Okay, same. You guys should meet. I don't know why, but I guess you have the same life story. Web design? Froggy's saying span, which I don't think I understand, is the problem. And I need to be diligent about only putting in things that make sense to me. Although it makes sense to Rhonda. Why is web design span? Yeah, Nicola asking for 4 down, which maybe we should do. Oh, Bob Beck, though, just as this happened last time, Lucinda gets something interesting as soon as we're about to go away. Spin or spun? Talking spiderweb. I can kind of see a case for spin and spun. Spun like a spider. Web like online or spider. So hold on. Yeah, and Lucinda not just giving me the emojis, but Terra chips. I flashed this on screen for a second. Okay, Carl H also wants spun. It's not Taki, although Taki is a type of chips. Terra chips, I'm pretty sure Taro's right. I can picture the bag even. Taro's like a root vegetable, and they make chips. Terra chips makes these like healthy seeming. A lot of people saying Taki. I'm pretty sure Taro is right. Because Taki is its own brand. Terra chips, like, you know what I mean? So let's check 16 across, because I'm not sure if it's spun or spin. I can't really tell from the clue which tense it needs to be. Seasonal flyer. Seasonal flyer. Yeah, Carl and Barbara want spun, but Underwater Canuck wants spin. Yeah, Jessica, they're purple, exactly. I'm picturing the same thing you are. Taro, we sell those chips at my stores. Nice. Taro is right, says Sweet Pea. Okay, I'm feeling good about that too. Nobody seems to feel good about this. Seasonal flyer? I have no idea. It's been a hard section, but we have managed through. Spirit flag? Spiral pass? Sparrow bird? Felix, that's a good question. Flyer like paper handouts or thing that is literally flying? I believe it is thing that is literally flying. I think if it's a flyer like paper handouts, it's FLYER. I think this flyer is things that literally fly. Someone could fact check me on that, but Sparrow something. Toddly enough says spiral pass is good. Hold on. Spiral pass also really good, says Julie. Why don't we put it in then? Wow. I see. So we're talking literally like football season. Is that the joke? This flies during a football season? That is too hard. I'm just gonna come out and say it. That's too hard. That's way too hard. The I works with N. Season like football. Yeah, a spiral pass is what a quarterback is going for when they throw a football. You want it to spin. That I thought flyer was going to be something like a bird or an airplane. Spiral pass. Well done. Well done to you guys. If it's right, we'll check the crosses. Oratorical asset. Whew. Okay. So Felix is saying sonorous. Shiloh's saying sonogram, which fits, but I don't think it fits the clue. A lot of people saying sonogram, though, so maybe I'm missing something. I don't know what oratorical is, but sonogram works, this clip. Okay, oratorical, so oration is the act of speaking, like public speaking, oration. To orate is to speak, give a TED Talk or whatever. So oratorical is having to do with public speaking. So that's why sonogram doesn't really make sense, because sonograms have nothing to do with public speaking. We'll check 5 down. Set off an alarm. Set off an alarm. Yeah, and user 24 says sonority if a real word. Sonorous is definitely a word. Sonority might be a word. That's what Frankie wants. Startle. I like this. Good. Yeah, Logician and Dad Not Dude and Mike and Lori all saying startle. Set off an alarm. Yeah, like in someone's gut. Yeah, Dr. Valerie likes it. Cool. Just keep doing the downs. Money that had una cornucopia in aluminio. What language is this? It's either Spanish or but this in is kind of weird. Hmm. But Pizza Pete and D and User 24 and Birthday Cake and James are all saying lira. I see. So it's Italian. Lira was the Italian currency before the euro took over. So I guess there might have been a cornucopia on an aluminum coin, on a lira coin. That is my interpretation of this weird clue. And Robin Smart is saying it was sonority. Yeah, very impressive to those who pulled out sonority. Not a word I use every day. I think sonority means like having a commanding presence. But someone should probably look that up before trusting me on it. Yeah, Rhonda's wowed, as am I. Frankly, I would be working on this opening corner for the next hour without you guys. Spiral Pass, Expo, Sonority, those were real beasts. Having sonorousness, yes, user 24, exactly. Sophie says, you all are so good at this. It's really true. We do have some very strong solvers in our chat, but there's also something when a bunch of people get together. Most people in chat will tell you, Sophie, that they can't solve this puzzle on their own. It's just everyone knows something. Inedible waffle. Peef just followed us. Thank you. Okay, a lot of people saying sway. Sonority is a reference to loudness. Okay, that's helpful. Sophie says, I love the teamwork. I do too. Robin Smart just followed us. Thank you. So I'm seeing sway and I may. Interesting. So both of these, so to waffle is to like be indecisive. So like maybe sway could kind of mean that. I may is definitely a waffle. And you can't eat either of them because that doesn't even make sense. Maybe, yeah, Emily likes I may. It is my preferred answer too, but maybe we'll check the cross and see. Yet to be resolved. Or maybe we put I may in and Cactus Bradius just followed us. That's an awesome username. Yeah, nobody wants to venture a guess for 6 across, and I don't blame you. Yet to be resolved. I mean, it's just kind of a vague clue. We check 14. All of Vatican City. Frankie, okay. Frankie guesses tied. T. Pendleton guesses live. Bob Beck and Sweet Pea, I see, yet to be resolved. It's tied, like a tied score has not been resolved yet. It works with I may, and you can sort of make a case for it. People saying all of Vatican City is Rome, but that doesn't quite make sense, does it? Vatican City is like surrounded by Rome. Yeah, Sophie says Omni is a good guess, and I think I agree. Yeah, this is like picture all the word all in quotes. It's like, how do you say all in Vatican City? There's all these Latin masses and stuff going on. Omni means all as a prefix in Latin. So I think that's a very solid guess. We didn't even need a clue on 8 down. Limits of navigation. Oh my God. Thank God we didn't need this clue. Okay, let me explain this for anyone confused. Limits of navigation, the end limits of the word navigation are both the letter N. So this is the plural of the letter N. Welcome to Saturday, folks. It's only the beginning. Felix goes groan, yeah. I don't know why. I love the pain. Jessica goes, ugh. Everyone is so disgusted by that. Anne says, ew. Rhonda says this seems harder than usual. I tend to agree. Oh, Vedart, it's your birthday. Of course it is. You didn't even need to tell me. I knew it was your birthday. Robin Smart says, I don't think we're supposed to be thinking this hard this morning. Yeah, I mean, if anyone uh, watching is new here, I should tell you we stream every single day at noon Eastern time. And 6 days out of the week, we solve more approachable puzzles than this. Saturday is the day we reserve for these insanely difficult puzzles. Annual rank and file rituals. Jen and Amy are saying top 10 lists. Oh, which is very cute. I actually really like this clue and this entry. Top 10 lists. It's like a very popular thing to do as the year is wrapping, to do a top 10 of the year, best movies of the year or whatever. Rank and file typically means like the low-level workers at an organization, but I think here we're literally ranking and filing away these things. Does that make sense? I like this clue. And we didn't use 22 across. Forum crowd is Trey. I hope top 10 lists is right, because I cannot for the life of me make sense of this clue. If someone can explain this, I would appreciate it. Let's go up here. While I catch up on chat. Yeah, people happy with top 10 lists. So it was a very good poll. And what else have I missed? Oh, Felix says Trey as in 3 is a crowd. Oh my god, I see. So 3 is a crowd is a phrase. And in the forum, in the Roman forum, 3 is Trey. Thank goodness we didn't even need it. I never see people doing crosswords in real life anymore, says Robin Smart. What do you mean by that? You mean like with pencil paper, or do you mean this, what we're doing now? Because everyone does them alone on their phones? Italian 3, 3's a crowd. Yeah, oddly enough had that too. Merlin just shared the live. Thank you. Okay. Froggy and Rhonda are saying ice. Underwater Canuck is saying jab. I mean like with pen and paper, says Robin. Yeah. I have solved thousands of crossword puzzles in my life. I think I've solved like 3 with pen and paper. It's just a different time, I guess. I do prefer the digital experience. Ice. I'm trying to make sense of this. Ice is cold, but why cut? You know what I mean? Birthday cake likes it, but I need to be diligent about what I write in the grid, because errors are hard to fix, and I feel very responsible for our solving experience. So if I don't understand something, I'm very hesitant to write it in. Warthog saying diamonds. Cold cut, like a cut of diamond, and ice is slang for diamonds. I wouldn't put it past Saturday, but that is quite an explanation. Like a cold cut sandwich. That's the literal interpretation, but then why ice? Jab may be better. Okay, let's take out ice, because I'm not sure of it either. Big responsibility, Jack says Lay. I know, I really feel it. Don't let us down. Oh no, putting the pressure on. Cut ice from a larger block? No pressure. Somehow I feel like you're pressuring me, Lay. I don't know what it is. Dairy products. I just see Miguel saying eggs are not dairy, but I don't even see who guessed eggs. But yeah, I don't think eggs can be right. Use, I'm seeing. 9 down. BB's asking for 9 down. Where's that? Oh yeah, we do have letters here. Maybe we'd have more luck. Okay. Yeah, Froggy asking to explain use. I would like that as well. Blake says they aren't dairy, but yet they're usually in the dairy section. That's a fair defense of eggs. Barbara has given me it's given me like 100 egg emojis. Put off. Okay, it was a good idea to go to 9 down, because I think we can actually get this one for once. Sweet Pea says milk. Can you imagine? Oh, no, no, it has to be plural. It has to be plural. Fermont and Lucinda and Rhonda are saying dissuade, although Danny Joe is saying distance, which actually makes sense too, like to distance yourself from. Maybe dissuade fits the clue slightly better, because like to put someone off an idea, you dissuade them. Displace, ooh, there's actually a lot of possibilities, darn. Amy Gal says, I quite like moose. You as a female sheep, and sheep make milk. Yeah, but are they a product? I'm not sure what 12 down is all about. Or cows, true. If we're doing use, why not do cows? I guess use works with ice. Oy. Maybe we get some letters to settle these debates. Pigs and pugs? Uh-oh. Hi says it's obviously cow. Yeah, Rhonda says, wouldn't that be dairy producer? I think I agree with Rhonda here. Small dogs in small blankets. Oh, people were saying pigs for this, not pigs for the dairy thing. I hadn't even read the clue. My bad. Okay, pigs makes sense. Pigs in a blanket. Yeah. Small dogs in small blankets. I'm happy with this. Very happy with this. Ibby says 24 across is going to be something language. Ooh, good eye. That does look like something language. What's 10 across, I'm being asked. Oh yeah, 10 across, it's cold cut, Jesting Rabbit. Some people are guessing ice, although we couldn't quite get a satisfying explanation for why it's ice. Like, I get ice is cold, but why cold cut? That's sort of why we deleted it and went elsewhere. Abundance in a phrase. I feel like we're going everywhere because cold cut. Yeah, a lot of people saying ham. Now here's my problem with ham is that why the question mark? Question mark usually means there's a pun. Don't take this clue at face value. It could just be cold cut. Like the question mark is not justified if the answer's ham. Hey Lena, happy Saturday to you. We need your help because this is, I think, a harder than average stumper. And saying to have in spades. I like this. Abundance in a phrase. Yes, spades. You have something in spades. Yeah, that's what Kellyanne likes. I'm pretty happy with this. Let's check this UI, maybe. Spades also works with dissuade more than all the other suggestions. Anaya and Birthday Cake just followed us. Thank you very much. What's 10 down? Okay, I'll do that after this. Mini arsenal of a sort. Ooh, Dad Not Dude. And Lucinda. Anaya says, I like this place. That's very nice. We're here every day, Anaya. We stream every single day at noon. Quiver. That's very smart. Like an arsenal is a stockpile of weapons. So a mini arsenal of a sort is your quiver where you keep your arrows. I really like this. Ni hao just followed us. Okay, where are we going next? Let's check this one. Face with fortitude. Yeah, everyone's very pleased with quiver. Ooh, and who is it? Cliff pointing out that this Q is very likely to put a U right here, which accords with our theory that language is going to be in 24 across. Sherry Bunton. And Scab is here. Thank goodness Scab is here. And Laura Callie is saying brave. Yeah, face with fortitude, to face something. Okay, finally. We get some traction. I needed some traction here. Annalise just followed us. Thank you. Scav says dropped in for a sec. Why just a sec, Scav? It's a Saturday stumper. Sweat spot. Ooh, I wanted... The problem... What is sweat spot? Oh, brow. Someone without a username just followed us. I didn't even know that was allowed. What am I supposed to call you? Beth Marshall and Frankie. Okay, N. Clark is saying back. I guess you sweat on your back. Some people saying bead, like a bead of sweat, like a spot. And some people saying brow because actually too many possibilities. I think. I'm afraid. They who must not be named. Yeah, I see. Ants. That's a good idea. I'll call them that. Oh, and Emily saying brow fits with U's at 12 down. Ooh, Emily keeping her eye out. Should we try this? People were really into U's, dairy products. That is quite a clue because I just can't wrap my head around why U's are products as opposed to producers. That is my problem with that. Maybe some questions are best left unanswered. Holyhead Harpy says, I don't like it. I agree with Holyhead Harpy, but I think it's time we put in all of chat's guesses from over the minutes. Ice cold cut. Does it work with this? See student at work. See student at work. Oh, this is super clever. This actually works. I just figured this out. Freddy says can't deal by? What? Did U's make you leave or what? Hi, NSSR. How you doing? We need your help. Yeah, Warthog and Froggy and Danny Joe are on time. T. Pendleton are saying coder and birthday cake, which I think is very smart. C is a programming language. So coders might code in C. And so a C student in this case, yeah, it's a very clever clue. It works with what we have. Lift on wheels is going to work too. Wow, it was ice and use. And I know some of you are saying, yeah, I said that ages ago, and I apologize to you. But something just wasn't sitting right with me about them. Yeah, C as in coding NSSR. Kellyanne says, oh, to ice someone out. I kind of like that explanation. Like cut someone off to ice them out. Maybe we'll never know. What's 10 down? Yeah, emulating peacock feathers. It's a beautiful clue. I can picture it. Yeah, Sarah can picture it. Scav and Ladician and Blake and Rhonda. And Doug, iridescent. Spelled like this. Yeah, peacock feathers are definitely iridescent, reflecting all those pretty colors. Chicken Joe likes it. And Enfafador. Lift on wheels was a ride. Because lift is like slang for a car or a ride. Okay, maybe we check 24 across. Well done, by the way, getting through that. That was a thorny section. Chicken Joe just followed us. Thank you. Quality time and physical touch per Psychology Today. Okay, some people thought it was going to be sign languages, but it's not. Yes, and the Quaid and Eric, everyone coming in. Everyone seems to know this. I really like this answer. The Spider-Man is here. Love languages. Jesting Rabbit. This got really popular for a while, this concept of love languages. There are other ones. There's like acts of service. I think like compliments or something. Very good. Lena says, my love language is crosswords. You and me both, Lena. Felix says, we've seen Italian, Latin, and a love for languages in this puzzle. Justin Rabbit says it's totally unscientific. Yeah, I believe that, Justin Rabbit. Oh, words of affirmation. That's what I was slouching toward. Yeah, Chicken Joe and Holy Heartbeat. Stand out. Stand out. Okay. I see loud. I see lean. I see lead. I see lone. Okay, we have too many possibilities. I'm doing a cross. Felix says my love language is go away. It's very misanthropic of you, Felix. Rally up. Sort of don't like this clue. It's just too... It's hard to do much with it. 23 down with no more letters. Be brave, Jack. No peer pressure, though. Where's 23 down? Oh, yeah, with the QU. That is tempting, isn't it? Blake knows how to tempt me. Oh, speaking of Blake, we haven't discussed Hurdle yet. For anyone new, after the crossword, we play a game called Hurdle, which is like Wordle on steroids. And these days we've been gambling with our opening word. So I think 59 across is looking perfect for our Hurdle opener, no matter what it is, unless it's illegal, in which case we'll do 56 across. That's what we'll do. Jessica's guessing unite, which I actually quite like. Rally up. I quite like this. But the crosses will have the final say. Grandes vacances time. I also don't know, speaking of loving languages, I also don't know what language this is. It kind of looks like Spanish, but something doesn't sit right about Spanish. Oh, it's French. It's French. So I'm definitely not reading it again. My French pronunciation leaves a lot to be desired, but this is how you say summer in French, as many of you know. So what does this mean? Grand vacancy? Is that like a big break? That's my guess. Okay, let's try to do this little section, and then we'll move left to right. Big spaces, says Sarah. Yeah, Shania is here, also getting the right answer, along with N. Clark. Big vacation? Okay. Standout. Scav goes lurk, which is pretty apt for Scav today. I feel like Scav is just lurking in the chat. My problem with lurk is it's sort of the opposite of standing out. Lurk is like hiding in the shadows. Scav and Rhonda want Lulu. Scav is like, I'm trying. Lulu. Okay. That really could be right, actually. Let's check the L, and if the L works, I'll explain why Lulu could be right for 24. Resistance fighter. Yeah, Scav, a Lulu is like a humdinger. I think a Lulu in general means like outstanding. I was just gonna use the word outstanding. So I think that's the concept here. So Mike says even Scav is a mere mortal with the stumper. It's very true, Mike. The stumper humbles all. Resistance fighter. Ah, okay. Pizza Pete and Ants and Kurt are saying Luke because Luke Skywalker is famously a fighter in the Resistance. Although, Emily and Rhonda and Amy are saying lube because it fights resistance like friction. Oh, wow. This is almost too funny to be wrong, but it could be. Maybe we check the big down. Lube like oiled. Yeah, Lucinda. It's very smart. Gen Z created atmospheric gauges. All right, where are my Gen Zers? Some people in our audience are Gen Z. Lily is usually the one calling me Unk, so I assume she's Gen Z, but she doesn't seem to be here today. Although Felix and Blake and Holyhead Harpy all seem to know. Yeah, Hanaquaid is lolling. Vibe checks. What a great entry. Vibe checks. Scav says Jack passes the vibe check. I'm honored to hear that. I need to hear it from a Gen Zer, though, which I don't think you are, Scav, but maybe I'm wrong. Firmly millennial, but I'm all about vibes. I really like this. Jack the Rizzler. That made me laugh. Yes, you should all address me as Jack the Rizzler from now on. Resistance fighter as a clue for lube is just about perfect. Because when you hear the phrase resistance fighter, you picture Luke Skywalker or someone, fighting as part of the resistance. But that is a very funny clue. Mike says, don't look my way, I'm a boomer. Point of a tool, good. And crossing well-born thing that becomes light per Ovid. Oof. But it seems like people know 37 across. Yeah, Underwater Canuck and Clark saying a use. So point as in purpose, not the pointy end, not the pointy end of a tool, but the purpose of a tool is its use. And then I guess Ovid was writing, waxing poetic about onuses. Uh, okay, good. This is fun. Vibes in here are good. Sincerely, a Gen Z. Well, thank you, Hannah. Um, uh, wait, I just betrayed Blake because I said I was going to do 23 down. Okay, pretend you didn't see 30 across. We're doing this instead. Erstwhile patent medicine. Oh, Lay's interpreting the Ovid quote. Carrying a heavy load well makes it light. Okay, I'm glad you did that. Thank you. That made me appreciate the quote more than I had. Erstwhile patent medicine. Patent medicine is snake oil, says Felix. Chastain Rabbit says quinine. Doesn't quite fit. Quinine pills, quack doctor, quaalude. That's funny, but I don't know if maybe we need more quackery. I see. Yeah, quack something does make sense. Quack doctor. Because quack really is. Oh, Nicholas says quack remedy, quack pills. Um, Quack is this word that's used for like bad medicine. Yeah, Lucinda voting for quack remedy, which looks like it fits. That's what Emily and Scaff want. So okay, we'll put that in. Results of good tipping. This is my favorite part about the stumper is that the cluing is just so clever. Leads, as in like you get a good tip on the tip hotline, results in leads in your investigation. Put in crack remedy and hope that it works out for us. Okay, 31 across. Fox blank, Luna, thanks for that. Heart. Underwater Canuck says quack potion. I guess it could be. Fox blank. Hmm. Raving Shell? Is that a soft CH? Raving Shell and Infafador. So Infafador saying Fox Cut. I don't know what Fox Cut means. Fox Con, says Melissa. Most people, Barbara and Kurt and Lucinda, majority are saying Fox Cub. Although Ants is saying that baby foxes are called kits, not cubs. So, uh-oh. Doug is saying baby fox is a kit. So what's it going to be then? Oh, fox cut is a hairstyle. Okay, let's check the down. I guess we're expecting this to be a U, whether it's cut or cub. Force of nature. Oh, Foxconn is also a thing, Shania, and NSSR. Gotcha. Okay, well, then we just don't know. Although chat seems to be converging on this one, Nicola and Douglas and D are all saying urge for a force of nature. I'm happy enough with urge. Maybe we do this. Leia's telling me now it's a wolf cut. I don't know any of these haircuts, apparently. Main Man liked the live. Wow, more French. Oh boy. I really don't want to read this. I'm going to offend any French speakers. Lore Callie says hairdresser here. Okay, then I trust you. And you say it is as in it is a wolf cut, not a fox cut. Okay. See, there's always an expert on whatever topic we're discussing. Oh, people telling me this means motherland or mother country. and that it's M-E-R-E. Main Man says, I don't know French. Hey, that makes two of us, Main Man. Spanish I do all right with, but so this means motherland. You know what's not frustrating, but like very stumpery about this is that mirror is a word. You could just clue it as the word mirror, but this is like the most difficult way to clue this word, basically. Oh, it means mother, says birthday cake. Thank you. Yeah, I guess with the P it means father. I knew that one. Lay says I used to have a wolf cut in my 20s. So I gotta look up wolf cut. Lord Callie says, why make it easy when you can French? That's exactly what the constructor was thinking. Hold up is also a very vague clue. It means so many things. Bear. Ah. Felix and Amy bear like this. Like to bear something. So Fox Cub it was. Apologies to all those insisting it was Kit. Although I just saw someone write something about this. A baby fox can be a kit, cub, or pup. Thank you, Dr. Valerie. I'm going to trust the doctor in the room. So I guess fox cub is legitimate. Drum or dance? Jesting Rabbit was so ready for this to be Jenga. I just learned something interesting about Jenga. I think Jenga means to build in Swahili. And you're literally building a tower. Isn't that nice? But we don't get Jenga today. We get Conga, Midnight Traveler, Ginger Ninja, and Shania are telling me a drum or dance. Yeah, conga line, and I guess a conga is a type of drum. Jeffrey Trivia knew the Jenga thing, and Jeffrey knows a lot of trivia. In case his username didn't make that clear. Short self-identification. I feel like the roughest patches of this puzzle so far were the opening corner, and this corner over here was a beast. Yeah, Lucina, more French, indeed. Ladishan and Mike saying moi means me in French. A lot of French items. Okay. Let's start looking at these central crosses. Intro of the earliest times. Intro of the earliest times. Whoever wrote this has spent too much time on Duolingo, says Kat. I like this. Yeah, Warthog and Jesting Rabbit and Lucinda and Sue Parlor also, and Pam all saying since. And Eric Armstrong likes it too. Because you say, like, we've been doing this since 1950. That implies that 1950 is the earliest time that you were doing this. Wishful thinking advocate. Wishful thinking. Shania says, whoever created this crossword is a menace. It's very true. This has been a difficult stumper. Ooh, I love this clue though. Wishful thinking is wishful thinking advocate is a genie. Because they advocate that you think about your wishes. Very nice. Visionary strategy with a question mark. Yeah, this IK looks strange, but it actually works. Yeah, Lena Luna got this. Wow, everyone's here. Sue Parlor and Kate. LASIK and Carlala. Yeah, LASIK and Linda B. LASIK surgery is a strategy to improve your vision. Literal vision. Man, this puzzle is just chock full of these tricky clues. Anne says LASIK is the reason I can see you now. Midnight Traveler, thanks for that heart. Okay, we got another long entry here. Defendant in double jeopardy. Defendant in double jeopardy. I can actually see the contours of a word here. Oh, oh man, I think I just got this. Another super clever clue. The misdirection is so subtle. Double jeopardy means something. It means to get tried twice for the same crime. But that's not what it means in this clue, as Sweet Georgia Girl cleverly notices. And Dad Not Dude and Felix. Ooh, whoa, some people are saying chapter writer, which does actually fit, but I think counterfeiter fits the clue. Yeah, Jillian Sweet Pea. Counterfeiter like this. I think the joke here is counterfeiters make doubles of things. So if they're in trouble for doubling something, they're a counterfeiter. Does that make sense? I like it. There's so many of those in this puzzle. Bob Beck is like, wow, okay. Promissory procedures. Yeah, they duplicate. Okay, Lay thought it was clever. Glad I'm not alone there. Carlala and T. Pendleton and Jeffrey and Ledition are saying oaths for promissory procedures. That seems right. Jeep Girl is saying other. And Birthday Cake is saying offer. So maybe I'm being too quick with oaths. But when you take an oath, you're promising something. It fits the clue. Maybe it fits it too well. And we should expect more roundaboutness on a Saturday, but we'll put it in for now. Fly or other fake food. And it needs to be plural, as Lucinda is correctly pointing out. When the clue is plural, the answer is plural. Okay. Lucinda's on her game today. Heidi and Kellyanne and Plank Boy and Jerry all saying lure. Yeah. I guess a fly is a certain type of fishing lure, but any fake food will do to lure in your fish. Good. And Clark got that. My dad loves fly fishing, says Felix. I've never been fly fishing. Broken records often. Broken records. Didn't we have, wasn't one across, oh, that was world records. Okay. So I see charts. Anaya is excited about charts. Although Jeep Girl is saying shards. I actually don't know what to do here. Plank Boy, more people are guessing shards than charts. I mean, okay, shards is a very stumpery answer for this. My interpretation is that, like, if you take a vinyl record and you break it, it results in shards. Eric says they break into shards often. Okay, well, why don't we check the S before we deliberate any longer? Crunchkin. I can actually immediately see something that works here. It works with the S. Wow. Yeah. Mike and Sweet Georgia Girl and Emily are saying the same thing. Sit up. A crunch is like a variant of a sit up, basically. So, wow, shards for broken records often. That is about as hard as clues can get. Imagine trying to answer this with no letters in place. We had like 4 letters in place, and it was still hard. Strove to lighten up. I said this last stumper, but there's something about these puzzles that's just relentless. It's every single clue squeezes like maximum difficulty out of the entry. Dieted. It's very clever. Strove to lighten up, your literal weight. Strove to lighten up, you dieted. Okay, let's finish off this section down here before we do this down. I know everyone's eager to see 35 down. Word from Old English for graze. Does this count as another language? Word from Old English for grays. This is polar opposites of penguins, and this is circles kept in squares. Oh my god. Shania says it's ruthless. Yeah, it really is. Raving Shell and Birthday Cake are saying etch, which is an interesting fact. I didn't know that that comes from grays. Polar opposites. This is literally opposite poles, I think. Auks are a type of bird. I think they're a penguin-like bird. So they must live on, one of them lives at the North Pole, one of them lives on the South Pole. It's also very clever, polar opposites. And then circles kept in squares, people saying LPs. Wow. Shania says, God damn it, crossword writer, you're hurting my brain. Circles kept in squares because LPs are like circular discs that you play, and they're kept in, record sleeves, which are square. Commercial offering and deal. The fact that all these did end up making a word adds to my confidence. Whew. Okay, we are doing it. Beachfront construction. There's no way I could solve this puzzle on my own. Sometimes with a stumper, I feel like, okay, if I worked on it all day, I could do it. No chance I'd be solving this on my own. It would be a blank grid. Felix says auks look similar to penguins but live in the Arctic. Okay. Yeah, and Lena did call this one Sweet Georgia Girl and Plank Boy. NSSR says, I was thinking pizza for circle in a square. Hey, that's legit too. That is classically a circular thing in a square box. Sand dune, beachfront construction. Good work. Birthday Cake says, is this the New York Times editor's work? So this is not a New York Times crossword. So this is Arkadium's official channel. Arkadium puts out a bunch of different crosswords every day, and we pick one of them to solve on the channel. And these Saturday Stumpers are made by a guy, Stan Newman, who is another giant in the crossword space. Stan Newman has multiple lines of crosswords that he edits. This is the Stan Newman Daily Crossword, and every Saturday they put out the hardest themeless puzzle known to man. Questionable. Okay. People like something. Unreliable, unbelievable. Believable looks a little long, doesn't it? But it's what Barbara wants. Let's check the N, make sure we're on the right track. Goal backer. Did we decide to do 59 for hurdle? Yes, we did, Jessica. 59 will be our hurdle word, and our backup will be 56 across. Unverified, says Bob Beck. That's a good guess, too. And NSSR wants it. But meanwhile, Midnight Traveler and Kellyanne and Nicola are saying net. Smart. I'm picturing like a soccer goal has a net behind it in the back. Where many micro producers market merchandise. It's quite the alliterative clue. Blake says, what kind of salary does a crossword writer make, or is it a labor of love? People, you do get paid for getting crosswords published. For most people, it is a labor of love. Like, you put a lot of time into the crossword, and you get paid a little bit, but not a ton. Dad Not Dude and Jilly saying Etsy, which makes sense. Yeah, where many micro producers market merchandise. But I am someone who makes crosswords as part of my profession, and so crosswords do support me in that sense, but I do other things too. If you make enough crosswords, and crossword editors can make like normal salaries. I don't know if I'm answering this question. Must, James and Birthday Cake and Sweet Pea are saying need. Yeah. One of the printmakers to the American people, in quotes. One of the. I don't think I know this. This feels like. Yeah, this feels like something I'm not going to know. So I look to you, chat. Oh, Letitia saying. Amy also doesn't know. Courier and Ives, Logician says, and that does sound vaguely familiar to me. So Courier and Ives, I guess, is a publishing company. So they're printmakers to the American people. One of them is Ives. Okay. Ooh, and someone ages ago guessed unverified for questionable. And that's looking perfect with the V and... Yeah, raving shell. Or I say the Ives has it. Cool. Okay. Pursued properly. We are in the home stretch here. I think we're going to solve this puzzle. Here I go, jinxing us again. Pursued properly. Shellster just liked the live, and Raving Shell followed us. Thank you. Lena, RNC, and Bob Beck, and Larry, and Ledition are all saying fair. Blar is saying hurdle. we are playing hurdle very soon. Anaya likes fair, so hold on. I see. I kind of get how this works. Pursued properly. Like, it's a fair way to go after something. He pursued it properly. It was fair. Does that make sense? Is that the explanation? Blank candy. Wow, it's hard. I would definitely want to put eye candy here, but ear candy is also a thing, which is eat candy. I feel like this is eat candy. But ear candy, I guess, is like an attractive song. Documentary verb. Like bubblegum music, says Rhonda. And Rhonda's a musician. ASMR, says Laura Callie. I never understood the appeal of ASMR. I think it just doesn't work on me somehow. I know some people swear by it. Shelster and Anaya and Dr. Valerie and BB are all saying certify. Ah. Hard clue. Documentary verb, you like certify the truth of things? There might be more to it than that. Tough stuff. Worth following. Worth following. Minnie's here, also saying certify. Felix says, let's see if we can squeeze in another language clue. Don't put it past the constructor, Felix. Be careful what you wish for. We might get it. Worth following. Okay, so I'm saying imitates, but the somehow the part of speech of that, or the tense, doesn't really work. I think imitable. No, it is the part of speech. Imitable. I'm seeing, yeah, Warthog and Lore Callie say. Imitable, I think, literally means able to be imitated. Maybe it also means worth being imitated. Fashionably late, Minnie. You're never too late, especially since we got Hurdle coming. Ooh, and let's not forget, speaking of Hurdle, yeah, from Hamilton, Lore Callie, that's what I was thinking too. Although that's inimitable, I think. What Diana Ross wore in the 70s. Nice. Delia and Julie and Rand and Melissa are all saying afro. Diana Ross of the Supremes definitely had an afro. 59. So far, we're opening with a Y in Hurdle, which is not my favorite news. It looks like Yowza for Hurdle, says D. Yeah, exactly. Anagram of Timberlake minus take Mr. What? Oh, wow. This is actually a very clever. Yeah, Sweet Georgia Girl and Felix and Ledition and Heather Beale. I need to explain this. Jessica Biel is married to Justin Timberlake. And apparently, if you remove Take Mr. from Timberlake, you're left with the letters in Beale. How people notice things like that is beyond me. Yeah, that's his wife, Lena. That is quite a clue. I like that take Mister is sort of relevant to the fact that they're married. Keel over. Okay, Jerry and Rhea. Oh, and N. Clark is bummed that Yowza is off the table. Yeah, it's true. We have YOL. The OL has lifted my spirits somewhat. I see lean, keel over. Oh, but Felix is saying leak. It's wordplay. Oh my god. This is so similar to the Beal idea. Yeah, this is the kind of clue you won't see in other crosswords other than the stumper. Literally take the word keel and flip it over and it spells leak. How's that? All right, we are almost here. So it looks like yolks is going to be our hurdle opener. Let loose. Golden yellow, creamy, savory. Oh, it's not even... Wow. Okay, so let loose is freed, like let something loose from a cage. Lord Callie says also just ate 2 yolky eggs. Rhonda's already given me the drum roll. It's yolky, which is frankly a terrible hurdle opener. Good luck to us. Revolutionary movement is an eddy because an eddy is like a little whirlpool. It revolves. Oh my goodness. I'm putting a Y in. Hopefully we get confetti. Oh, yes. Nice job, everybody. Wow, that was quite a stumper. Don't go anywhere. I'm pulling up hurdle, but I just want to marvel at this puzzle for one more second because every single clue in this puzzle, defendant in double jeopardy is a counterfeiter. Seasonal flyer was a spiral pass. There's another one, resistance fighter. Was lube. I mean, this puzzle was on another level, and we solved it in just about an hour. So kudos to all of you. I'm pulling up hurdle as we speak, and we're opening with a yoki, which is bad news. See, Kate shared the live with her daughter, who likes to show up for hurdle. All right, here we go. If you don't know hurdle, you'll learn it soon enough. Yoki. The K hit! The K hit! Dad Not Dude says Yoki is a nightmare for Jack, which is very true. But Anaya is asking, how do we play? So we're trying to guess a 5-letter word. Dr. Valerie says that puzzle's stretched to the limits. I totally agree. We're trying to guess a 5-letter word, and with each guess we get information. So gray means there is no O in the word, there's no Y in the word. Yellow means there is a K, but not in this slot. Like K could be anywhere but the 4th position. And it would be green if it meant that's the right position and the right letter. So I'll show you another one. Steak is a smart guess. That's what Warthog is suggesting. Okay, so see, this green means the K does go at the end of the word. And yeah, Mohsin Ali is saying, how is it different from Wordle? Presently, it's not, but we do notice these hurdles at the top. We do this 5 times, and they're kind of chained together in a way that you'll see. And then the last round, things get wild. So it's kind of like souped up Wordle. Lay says, stick around and you'll see. Yeah, I should have just said that. Frank? Drank. I like drank. I like drank. Okay, we're getting a little more information with each guess. At this rate, I think we'll solve it. But Yoki, we actually got a K from Yoki, so what can you do? Where's this N gonna go? I want to put it second. Oh, knack. That's smart. Yeah, Lena Luna. Anaya say knack for sure. Good work. Yeah. All right. We open with Yoki and we get it in 4, so we can't be stopped. So now we do this again, and we only get 5 of our own guesses. The first guess is automatically the answer to the previous round. And this continues until round 5. But we need to make it to round 5 to see what happens there. Round 5 is when I start to sweat. Night, I'm seeing. Not a bad guess. Although I prefer to go vowel hunting at this stage. Yeah, I like noise. Because I want to... Ooh, noise was a very successful guess. Look at that. So the word starts with N-O, and we need an E somewhere, and it's just not looking likely to go in the 3rd spot to me. So I think it's going to be something like novel. Yeah, just Lena says the same thing. Or noted. It could definitely be noted also. More people are guessing noted. We'll start with that. Okay. I'm going to guess novel, but if we get all grays, then we might want to think about like a filler word, because we don't want to get stuck in this NOE trap. No, it was novel. Good. Good work. Let's keep it up. Keep our head in this game. All right, we got a little information on the back here. And probably need another vowel still, though. We got 2 Lenas in chat. That's cool. And I is saying Leeds. L-Dog says north, although that might have been for the previous one. Learn. Learn is good. It's a very sensible hurdle word. Oh, no, it can't be learn. It can't be learn. I was just about to put it in. Everyone's going to yell at me. The N is gray, so it can't be learn. Least, maybe. Thank you. And now I see all the no N's trickling in. I didn't do it. I didn't do it. Least will do. Not so successful. Thought it was a good guess. Dr. Valerie saying whole, W-H-O-L-E. Which is not a bad. Minnie's me saying, is liege a word? It definitely is, like this. Liege. But I guess at this point we know it doesn't start with an L. Yeah, while or whole. Should we try one of these? I saw this one first, so let's do it. Oof, that was not our best work. Although we got the LE at the back. Okay, what is this? What kind of... Not whole? Did I mess up again? I did. Oh my god, look at that. I tell you guys to keep your head in the game, but it's all me. No O. Apologies. Alright, I'm going to make it up to you by going with Ibby's guess of guile, which I think is a great guess. Yeah, I'm sorry. I really messed up. Okay. This is good, actually. This is very good because we know from process of elimination the G has to go in the middle slot. There's no other place for it. And I can only think of one word that works. Yeah, Emily and Heidi are saying it too. Bugle, right? There's no other possibility? Bugle. Good. I'm so relieved after messing up with that O. I didn't want to make us lose. Okay, good. Good work. Round 4 of 5. Stay focused. What's it going to be? I'm still reeling from that stumper, by the way. That was one of the hardest ones in recent memory. Anaya wants dance, which is a pleasant guess. So let's do it. Try harder, Anaya. That's not going to cut it. Mouse? Yeah, mouse or house maybe is smart. Poise is another good one. Oh yeah, not mouse or house because of the U. God, I need to focus. Poise. Poise. O-I, yeah. I'm just like triple checking all the letters now because I'm clearly not on it today. Poise. Let's go with poise. Ooh, that was good. Very good. Look at this. Oh, we have so much to work with. I want to put SP together at the front, like spire. Or spite. Or spike. It's actually a lot of possibilities. Or swipe. Ooh, swipe too. Okay, let's try one of these. Let's do like spire. And then it'll be informative. Spice is another possibility. No, not spice because of the C in dance. Oh, it was spire. It was just spire. Okay, here we are in round 5. And the crazy thing here is that we only get 2 of our own guesses. We only get 2 guesses. The first 4 guesses are supplied for us. It's all the answers to the previous rounds. This is a pretty sparse board. We have one with worse, though. So let's not feel despondent. We know there's an N, O, and R in the word. we can rule out most of the other vowels, which is useful, except for Y. Yeah, so there's either one O, two O's, or an O and a Y. And I was like, this is crazy. What? I told you. I told you. Yeah, my heart is already pounding. Oh, I see thorn, which is a smart guess. And this is like, let's brainstorm a little. What's even possible? What is the range of possibilities? Logician saying front, which looks reasonable. Thorn, frown, front. Are there two N's? Not necessarily. Yeah, I would not say there's necessarily two N's, but there technically could be two N's here, for example. Not thorn. Why not thorn? This is useful. So not thorn because it puts the R in the wrong place. Smart. Good. Yeah, Mohsin Ali says this is Wordle on steroids. Exactly. So thorn is out. So frown and front. Are those our two leaders right now? Frown and front. Ooh, Delia says irony, which is a cool guess, but there's no I from Spire. Warthog, yeah, same thing. I'm seeing honor. Can it be? It can't be honor because the O is in the wrong place. But this, let's keep this up. So far we only have two possibilities, which is a good position to be in. Oh, drown. Ah, you just ruined my excitement, T. Pendleton. So now we have three possibilities. Frown, drown, or front. So, I mean, even if it's literally just those three that's consistent with this, then we can do it. Because frown will tell us if it's front or drown. Frond! Oh my god! Frond? Where did that come from? I did not think of frond. Okay. So, let me just think for a second. What if we guessed frond? I'm not going to press enter yet, but I just want to consider this. It'll give us a lot of information about if it's front, if it's drown, the D is in the mix. Like, this might be a good guess. What do we think? Frown tells us a lot, but I'm wondering if frond covers D, as Sweet Georgia Girl's saying. Lucinda says send. Okay, I think I'm going to. Cross your fingers. Yeah, Jesting Rabbit likes it. Raving Shell likes it. Okay. It's not what we wanted, but it is actually quite informative. There must be a D somewhere. This N is not starting the word. NR is not. Oh, in fact, we know the N. We know the N has to go at the end. We know it's not going to be DN at the end. So I think we're in shape here. DR, O. And is there any possibility we missed other than drown? Or does it have to be drown? Can there be anything else here? I don't think so. I don't see anything that works. I think it's drown. Well done, guys. Man, we just barely did this. Excellent. I love it. I love it. Well done, everybody. Well done. I love solving these puzzles with you guys. I love doing the stumper. I love playing Hurdle. And yeah, well done on you guys for crushing these puzzles. Please join me tomorrow. I'll be back noon Eastern time. Yeah, Shellster. I start at noon. We stream at noon Eastern every single day. And so I'll be here tomorrow. May, the other host, will be with you on Monday and every day subsequently. C. Jane Play Nurse just followed us. And if anyone else is watching and doesn't follow us, do consider it. It's the only way you'll ever see me again. And what else do I want to say to you? Check out Arkadium.com because you could play more hurdles right now. You could play crosswords. Jesting Rabbit just followed us. And enjoy the rest of your Saturday. And I hope to see you all soon.